find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Okay, today is January 30th, 2021, and it's 6 o'clock on the dot. New subscribers, thank you for joining. 355 subscribers. So it took me a while. I was trying to arrange some stuff, and I made a list of the videos that I want to make today, and some of them I've already had portion of them on another video. All I had to do was cut it. So what happened yesterday when I was doing my last video, I had a part that needs to be with something else, and at the end of the day, when my husband gave me back the computer, I ended up putting it back to another video I didn't want it, and I've already uploaded on YouTube. So I had to go on YouTube to cut it out, and then it took me a while. So there are at least 3 or 4 videos I hope I make, or they could just be combined. So the topics are GameStop, that had to do economics, Travelers, that has to do with Harry, Kate the Great, that has to do with Kate. Some of it I've already touched bases on it, but I was just wondering what took the squad so long to start talking about it. But that would be like the main one. And then Shonda Rhyme kind of video, that's the one I had to cut out from a video I've already uploaded, and I needed to put it with an article that I read and sort of put them together. And then the Scribe Friday Night Freaky. So I don't know, maybe that could be part with the Kate the Great at the end. So okay, let's go to some. Okay, this has to do with the Wall Street thing. All right, so the first one here. Nothing says more a stage PR photo as someone take a photo of you during a Zoom meeting. The only people who will need this is the media so they can publish it in 4K, lol. Alright, so I don't know if this has to do with the same thing that I sort of talked about before with her being tired, and it was on my yesterday's video where I sort of went off and started talking about my own kids. Okay, I was bragging. So that's the part here that I was like, what took the squad so long to start talking about it? Because I saw it, One thing that came to mind when I was thinking about it is for some reason, I have a feeling it has to be. It has to be. The palace is probably on social media majority of the time to see what's going on, because if they were not paying to what's going on social media, why would they be doing some of their nonsense, putting out nonsense like that? That's something that crossed my mind. And but anyway, let me go in the comment section on this. Adam literally and Norfolk to take the same old picture every few days. That's the face. Eek. 4K and still editing. Okay. The gosh of the royal palace strikes again, taking photos of secret meetings. Silly. Okay. That's work to perfect the fake laugh. That is hard work. It's all in the eyes. They are crying. She focused only on here where she's saying they're just crying. Look like a stock photo. When she says stock photo, it reminds me of when I said about the tabloid kind of thing. They have headlines of different scenario that might happen, and they probably already wrote the storylines already, and then when certain things happen, and they just go in their closet and pick one of those headlines and talk about it. That's what reminds me of the stock photo. It definitely is, and it's not her first one doing it, lol. They even ensure the cat copied Meg interior decor. I thought of your photo is screenshot by Zoom, not from the invisible KP. Gosh, the screams. Alright, so people just, look at this. Usual photo, no substance. Yep. Okay, royals. Dang, she's got the palm tree going. Oh, shit. She got the palm tree going. You see what they're talking about? Look at the wrinkles. She got the palm trees going. Oh, my God. Oh, that's this one. There it is. Okay, you know what? Let me get out of this bookmarks before I start going on. Okay, every time Prince Harry fixes Meghan's ponytail, I get hit of serotonin. Okay, that was supposed. You know what? Forget of creating different things. I'm just gonna read all the bookmark all at once, because once I start doing this, it create more work. Alright, every time Prince Harry fixes Meghan's ponytail, I get a hit of serotonin. Okay, there's 10 comment here. Alright, girl. Okay, then I will. I'm telling you. It's like yesterday. You know what? Let me find those tweets, because it will make more sense of what's going on. Okay, this is good too. I'll come to that. Okay, maybe this will start the conversation here. All right. So the lazy woman hit, that's in quote, again. I think she should be ashamed by saying that parenting during the lockdown is exhausting. This is where the thing started. Okay. That's where the thing that she has housekeepers and nannies that should non-royal women have to say. The lazy woman, quote, hit again. I think she should be ashamed by saying that parenting during the lockdown is exhausting. She has housekeepers and nannies. What should non-royal women have to say? Okay? We don't have nannies or housekeepers or a private swimming pool to relax. All right? So that's where the main conversation sort of started. It was to a Zoom meeting. You will see that I think I covered slightly on my last video. And the squad just went on. They just went full blast yesterday. Okay? But I don't know why they saw it. They start talking about it a little bit late. Okay? It must be exhausting for Kate watching all these servants hard at work. I think that's what she meant. Okay? I think you're right. There's the squad agreeing with each other. Just sitting down watching them working is exhausting. Alright? So that's this. Now that's the next tweet. Guess who? Duchess of Blem reveal lockdown parenting has left her exhausted. Okay, so now I could go on the same sort of related tweet, but different people who's talking about it. Okay. Oh well, that's the comments now. Okay. Oh well, she wanted the Black Duchess out so the spotlight can shine bright. I hope she is enjoying it. Okay, Duchess Doolittle with the 15 servant to help with the kids. People just laughing. Duchess Lady Lazy Middleton. Okay, condensed milk. Condensed milk. Either she is seriously lazy or she has some bad ass kids. Does anybody know which it is? I got it by what she says, some badass kids. Because some kids could be very tiring. Okay? Because if you don't, fix them the minute they start challenging you. I'm talking about kids. They challenge you in so many ways. If you don't put a stop to them right away, they become a really maniac kids. So that's what she's saying. Either her kids is so tiring or she's just lazy. Okay, a little bit of both. Okay, Kate out top CEO among friends calling exhausted full-time worker. Okay, well, she can't sue anybody for this tone death mess. She said it. Maybe that's where the toddler thing came across. Okay, people just laughing. Don't talk to me about exhaustion until you've done a full day work without a servant. That also includes shopping, household, and cooking. Exhaustion, my back foot. Okay? So this is what I'm saying. Even though, that's why I'm like, after I finish edit, during the day, I don't want to come back to the computer to do anything else for the next video. Alright, the exhausted one. Alright, that's this, the great one. Okay? I thought their home staff was still helping them. Cannot. Okay, Doolittle. People just going off. That was what's going on yesterday. Our girl Meg needs to chill in her house with her boys and let them sink. Don't give them nothing, girl. Top CEO. Alright, so next tweet. Alright, so poor Kate Middleton, she has to raise 3 children with the help of nannies, millions, and a castle. She is who our thoughts and prayers should be reserved for. The privilege can have problems. It's nice that Kate Middleton and her minions have come around to accepting this rather than demanding black women, the poor, and others accept their suffering with a stiff upper lip. Okay? Alas, like poor Rachel, the poor social climber with bunions, and her underrated Just Harry. Must be hard to have all those therapists around. Okay? What's with calling her Rachel? Like it's a pejorative? It's her first name, so. Okay? Alright, what's going on here? She goes by her middle name. Is that supposed to be another one of her crimes? Okay. She shut her car door, she wears pants, she crossed her legs, and she goes by her middle name, Ben the Witch. Don't forget the hairdresser. Okay, I thought they weren't supposed to complain. Okay, absolutely. Love it. They were just having fun with that whole thing. I'm picking up your sarcasm, okay? And let us not forget, no money issues. Alright, next tweet. What is that? Okay. They're only key workers when they want to take the COVID Express to Scotland again, government instruction. Okay, they thought it'd be cool. After all, they are key workers. So what's going on here? Why did they are only key workers when they want to take the COVID Express to Scotland against government instruction. Okay, so it's pretty serious when even bona fide platinum card carrying member of the Royal Voter isn't buying it. Okay, so there's the platinum Royal Voter. Okay, a momentary reality for a future queen experiencing a lockdown imposed absence of staff. Enduring live reality for many who one day view themselves as her subject. Parenting during lockdown is exhausting, says Kate. Okay, so he was retweeting that. Alright, so there's the platinum Royal Voter. Okay, Kate comes across as relatable and thoughtful. What? And she's doing homeschool, but make no mistake, she has plenty of staff up there, including a nanny, housekeepers to clean and cook, gardeners, PPOs, okay, to run errands, office staff to organize her work. Another mention for an office escape, the kids. I mean, yeah, that's okay. See, these people I don't follow, I will never come across their tweets. Okay, so they're saying these platinum Royal Voters, even them, they're talking about it. Alright, so there's no comment here. Next tweet, let's see here. Here's that word again, exhausted. Then KP said that Tatler lied about her saying that she felt exhausted and trapped. Okay, 9 months later, she asked how she felt. Her answer, exhausted. Saying, then Tatler, they were trying to sue Tatler. Oh, there's receipt. Okay, maybe Tatler should appeal their case, citing this new evidence. Anyway, they will keep revealing their true selves to everyone. I think once the case is closed, I don't think they can bring it back. I don't know if they have double jeopardy or something like that. So they can go back. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I don't think a case could go back once it's been settled and everything else. But anyway, this one and her nanny. Okay, toddler. How a tight made Kate cry. Hams made Kate cry. What? How an article made Kate cry. How another woman's wedding plan made Kate cry. How the word no made Kate cry. Oh, Jesus. These are the... Oh, you know what? Let me get off of that. Okay, yep. Okay. So that was great match. Next tweet. Alright, what is this? 2.5 thousand no matter rate comments. Okay, Kate Middleton, that's found. What is this? Comment 2,504. Okay, share what you think. Okay, so which platform is that? I never seen this kind of a range platform. Oh, that's probably, is it Facebook? I haven't been on Facebook. No, they say share through Facebook. Okay. I don't know which platform is this, but they're sharing it. By posting your comment, you agree to the house rules. Okay. The comment below have not been moderated. Okay, Aristotle. Okay. In the context of this universal, devastating, and lethal pandemic, she comes across in this press release as a very trivial person. All right, the next person went and said, try working in a frontline healthcare clinic for a week. That'll teach you what exhaustion means, Kate. Ooh, so these are the people who still commenting on different posts, I guess, different social media about that that she's exhausted. Okay, this is a real insult to our intelligence. Please stop treating us like idiots, Kate. We all know you have an army of protection officers patrolling Amner halls. When you're there, you may have renamed their job title, but let's be clear, you also have nannies, housekeepers, gardeners, and a personal assistant, ensuring you don't have to lift a finger. The only time you probably break into a sweat is when you are working out in your well-equipped gym. Do you think she worked out? I don't think so. Your PR team has got this so very wrong. Alright, so the way her body seems, at least, I don't know. The skin is not that tight. Okay, I have never seen, that's the next comment here, I have never seen a comment section on Middleton article like this before. It's usually mostly binds psychophancy, but COVID has removed the rose-tinted spectacle people view her with. Her PR team and Kate herself need to read this and realize she has shot herself in the foot with these remarks and turned people against her. If she and they feel she must make these Zoom calls, then she must sympathize, not pretend to empathize. That's interesting, with people who really struggle and don't live in luxury life she does. Next tweet. So she's staring a lot of those comments. I think of the parents raising children in high-rise flats and struggling financially when I read about Kate and her challenges. I'll just comment from the Duchess. Okay, next one. Why do we have the stupid monarchy anyway? It's a waste of money on these people who give nothing back to the society, but they tell us how hard it is to take care of children, strip them of their title, and bring them back to earth. Oh please, before COVID, me and my partner were hoping to buy. He's now been made redundant, and I've been made redundant twice. What does Wadey have to complain about? Has she ever paid a bill in her life? Look around you, idiot. So Diana tried again and again to make her sons aware of the world around them. That's true. trying to take them out of this isolated rich countryside, white world of huge estates, hunting, shooting, trying to understand how lucky and privileged they are, and other to give back. Kate and William are so out of touch, leading a life and privilege is unbelievable. He is just like his father, William. Okay, so away from his mother's legacy, Kate's words saying this at this time when women families are struggling financially, millions are losing their job, they lost their mental health. It's fathomable. Shows how out of touch these people are. Now in this world, millions are dying, so disappointing, shame. What I got here, what I was thinking here, where she said, okay, there it is, trying to understand how lucky and privileged they are and other to give back. This person is so right on the spot. It is true. Even at time when she takes them to, how do you call this, to some charitable event, unannounced and all of this. Well, I've said that so many times. William, who is the oldest, should have been the one who gets it. Because he was older, his memory should have served him well. He should have got it. And also, who should have got it? It's Kate, because she didn't grow up in this lifestyle. She should have got it. But I don't know. I really don't know what's wrong with these people. Why they can't really put themselves in somebody's shoes to understand what's going on. I don't understand. Harry gets it. And this is why he can't get along with the rest of the family, because they're not seeing what he's seeing in the real world. They're not trying to understand the real world. But Harry gets it. So instead, they isolate Harry. And then eventually he just had to leave because he's like, this is not the real world. These people will do anything to try and look relevant and hang on to the huge payment they get for their so-called engagement from the firm. Their cynical manipulation of the public for their own benefit is appalling. Time the monarchy was abolished in favor of an elected head of state. Okay, people are talking. If you guys been listening to some of my old videos, okay, there it is. And I think it's just the pandemic, isolation, quarantine, and all of that is preventing it from going further. Okay, I think the choo-choo tour and puppet of Phil is hunting them. I wonder, look like the palace may have told the Phil to cut their losses and accept summary judgment. Okay, gloves coming up. I'm telling you. Okay. If you guys been listening to what I said about the copyright case, okay? The summary judgment is the best thing for them. And I said, I think Meghan been looking out for them, because if that goes to full trial, a lot of things will be said. And I think this is the reason why Meghan is still trying to respect them in a way. And I think she knows exactly they were behind all those negativity. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a video. I mentioned it on my last video on the comment section. I put a link of a video that I wish for you guys to watch about Meghan's copyright case. So there's this YouTuber I've talked about before, about the Johnny Case thing, where she talks about, she's a lawyer in Australia. What she does, her YouTube channel, she review high profile cases and she gave her point of view. Any documents that is out there, she'll explain it and things like that. She's very good. Very, very good. I highly recommend you guys check that video. I will put it in the description. I'll put the link in the description. Alright, so I saw it yesterday. The minute I saw it, I put it in the comment section for you guys to go and check it out. Okay, I almost forgot. Luckily, I came across this comment. Alright, that was a sidetrack. Some people don't like when I sidetrack, but sometimes I can't help it. Okay, so interesting that comment about Kate not moderate anymore. Alright, so coming back to this, the summary judgment. What I've been saying is that Meghan knows she got them, okay? Because if this is her letter for someone who is so smart, okay, she doesn't need anybody to tell her what to write about her feeling, okay? She knows her stuff. She knows how to write. It's just based on following protocol. She probably mentioned somebody to someone in the, was it Kanoff, the guy, how to go about sending her father the letter that way, okay? She doesn't do something wrong against the the palace. In other words, it's almost like You see how Diana was, there's a couple of videos I've come across where Diana was sneaking information out, where who wrote the book about Diana something? I forgot her. What's the name of her own words? Something like that. Diana something. And the reporters gave her a whole bunch of questions. Okay, a whole bunch of questions, and there's someone who work at the palace who will go to the reporter, get the information, and then bring it to the palace and give it to Diana. And then Diana, that's when some of the audio come up about some, not all of them. Some of the audios, she read the question and responded in the audio, and then the book come about on this. All right, and that's through sneaking things out. So what I think Meghan was trying to do is not to seem like she's sneaking things out like Diana did. Diana had no choice because she was on her own. Okay, she was on her own dealing with these people. So before things got really messy with Meghan, she was like, I want to make sure what I'm doing is through your guideline. So tell me how to go about it. I think that's where the problem is. And then these people went on and said they were part of the letter. I mean, give me a break. Who's that stupid to think that way? All right. And that also video, as it Lost Beyond Pluto, I think her channel is. All right. She explained all of this, different section, the laws, different part of the thing. I truly recommend you guys watch that video, even if you don't subscribe to her channels or anything like that. But this particular video, she explained it to the T. All right. All right, let's see more comment here. She's trending. The sad thing about this is they had royal who actually work and generally wanted to help people, but they were run away most likely by people criticized. Okay, and if Harry and Meghan try to step in and help, they'll accuse of overshadowing or stepping on royal toes. That is true. Interesting that they do not moderate any more comments for Kate. Okay, this is intentionally done to get more attention on her. Oh, okay. But the comments are not positive. Oh, maybe it's because they want to see her trending. Maybe that's why. Okay, that could be it. That could be it. Remember, any publicity is good publicity. That's probably that. I never thought of it that way. So they want to see her trending, but not in a positive way. I mean, you have to look at the focus thing of things. Okay, I don't follow them, so it's what the squad are tweeting I'm seeing. So, okay, I thought it was interesting that she says she's had to start doing her children's hair. Oh, she said that? She had to start doing her children's hair. Well, who normally does it? Okay. That should be her job. Okay, she always portray as a hands-on mom, but clearly not. If this new show, okay, leaves her exhausted, what? Okay, she says she's cutting the hair no normal mom does. My husband cut my kids' hair. That's as we take our kids to the hairdresser. Okay, PR gone wrong. Okay. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay, there's you go, it's a wrap. Okay. Okay, that's a different language. Expect picture of the kids or the new dog as PR cleanup. I think I come across something like that. They got some dogs or something. The scale of falling off people's eyes. They slowly see royal family perfect mask slipping off their face. That is true. Okay, they're revealing themselves little at a time. Okay, wow, the chicken have come home to roost. Truth finally, glad to see eyes are opening. LOL. If they elect a new head of state, it'll either be total democracy or good King Henry. Will these same folks accept Queen Rachel, Meghan Markle though? I come across something where the people are saying they want Meghan, was it Harry as the next king or something like that? I think it's in one of those videos that I did. Okay, I think that's why she's kept her mouth shut for years. LOL, she's totally out of it. Okay, exactly. Why do Brits have this stupid monarchy? All right. So almost each time I'm like I'm done, then that's when the thing is really done. Okay, you made me smile all day. Thank you. Okay, I used to like Kate. Then I found out she was a joke. Then visit one of her patrons for 8 years. No excuse, just lazy. You guys remember that video? It's buried somewhere in one of my thing. She needs to slap of reality, but still want help. The veil has been pulled down about time. All right, so that's what's going on here. There's the next tweet. Still talking about the same topic. Okay, so is Kim going to sue herself because of the backlash, or is that behavior only preserved for the non-Aristo magazine Tabloid? That's almost the same thing. Was it she's exhausted or something like that? The word exhausted. Okay, I mentioned in the previous tweet. I'm still kind of torn between they getting good advice and just ignoring it, or have they eradicated anyone who dare oppose them? Like I was saying, I've said those people who's giving them advice, okay, those people who they were teaming up with to bring down to bring down Harry, okay, they think, all right, they may, those people who's a yes sir, okay, no never come out of their mouth to tell you no, what you're doing is wrong, all right, they wanted to divide you with your brother, okay, he's so brain dead. He didn't know that his brother was for him. Was teaming up with his brother would have been the best thing, but instead he teamed up with a stranger, which is the royal voters, okay, to separate him with his brother and have his brother actually leave the country with his wife and child. And then you think those people are for you? I'm telling you, they want the monarchy to be gone, so they're making people upset. Okay, you seeing in both ends, you see elected officials doing stupid things, okay, taking food out of people's mouth, you know, they're giving whatever they're giving, they make it look really shitty. Okay, what's half of a, not even half, maybe a quarter of a carrot or half of a bell pepper is gonna do for anybody? Okay, they're making it look really bad, sinister, that's public officials, when in fact the counteract to that kind of behavior by public official, what the royal should have done is to create food banks and things like that for the people, to make the people see them better. But instead they shut them off, they don't do anything. Okay, at least it didn't come to light. I'm just saying, I don't see anything popped up, because they want PR. So if they were doing that, they would have been on the news, right? So that would have been the action against the elected officials, because I don't know, they don't have, the royals don't have any power to do certain things, right? But to help the people, the needy, okay, out of your heart, it's nothing, that has nothing to do with being elected or not. So that's being good king or queen or whatever. But they didn't do none of that. So the elected officials are making people angry. Okay? And then at the same time, it's the same kind of scenario of backstabbing Meghan. Okay? She's coming to you for help, and then instead they telling you what to do, and at the same time they backstabbing you. So it's the same thing. Another scenario here. Okay? They're telling those royals certain things to do, and then they're advising them in the wrong direction, and then you have people, I'm telling you, little at a time, especially after the COVID lockdown is all done, it's like they're gonna come out of the dark, and they're like, I can't believe I survived this, and these people taking my tax money, they didn't do anything when I was starving, and all of this. All right, these are the things that's gonna happen. And remember, the ultimate goal, I've said it before, the ultimate goal of all of this is to have control of the army. Okay? The army. To have control of the army. Who has control of the army? The Queen. Okay? They already isolate the UK from the European Union. So now if they want to do anything stupid, okay, they don't need to, I don't know how it works. I'm not a political kind of person. I mean, I talk about some political stuff. It's just me from the outside giving my perspective of things. But I don't know the rules, what article they had to file to have the European with them and all of that. So their isolation of that is to go and do their crazy stuff. And this is why sometimes I'm a little kind of scary with the Commonwealth, the Caribbean Commonwealth part. All right, and I think Scotland will do good by themselves if they join, because they were part of the European Union based on the Commonwealth thing. So it will be easy for Scotland to join the European Union. Okay, if they isolate themselves with the UK. I'm just saying from the outside, I don't even know part of the Commonwealth kind of thing, how those things work. I'm just saying, just my 2 cents here. Okay, I'm sure Becky and Richard K will ramp up the PR next week. Okay, they always overcompensate when there is a backlash. At this point, though, they are not getting new followers. Only their basis is interesting. All right, I think they attacked Charles again. They should have run out. They should have run out of Harry and Meghan non-story by now. Okay, she's far too exhausted for legal issues. Parenting is more than enough. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, I mean, once anyone who's a parent, who's a hands-on parent, all right, will understand how kids are. And then this is why the backlash is there, because if you're having servants and all this type of people helping you around, and then you're saying you're exhausted, I mean, what have you been doing that's so exhausted? So why the nannies are there? Why our taxpayers is going toward your well-being and paying for the nannies if you're so exhausted? Because when you look at kids who's doing things, they're always trying to challenge you. All right, and I'm sure the nannies can't really discipline those kids the way they should be disciplined, because they, if they want to keep their job, and then those kids are probably running wild and disrespecting them. I mean, some of those kids probably need some smackdown. I'm just saying, I'm not for violence or anything like that. They need some time out, go to the corners, but some of those nannies can't really do that because the parents will be against it. So you're gonna have, like once the nanny's hours are up, you deal with them for like 2 or 3 hours before they go to bed. Just that 3 hours, you're exhausted. That's because probably they're not letting the nannies discipline the kids the way the nannies should be disciplining them. Okay, so especially right now, time is hard. They need to keep their job, so they have to let the little effers run wild and be let me stop, let me go, let me just get out of here. Next week. All right, so again, same topic again, so different squad talking about it. Okay, so yeah, it's going really well on Shutter Island right now. Okay, British commentator thinks Kate Middleton could have fourth kid to get out of royal duties. What? When I saw that, I was like, what? So is that why she keep on having kids, so that way she doesn't do work? To look like she's busy? Okay. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I see her. I see her having a fourth, not to get out of royal duties. She does little as sis. Okay, but to further cement her future Queen Council position. And remember, I believe when she's pregnant, she doesn't do too well with morning sickness and all of this. And if you're looking, okay, I'm not a professional in health or anything like that, all right? But when you look at just visually looking at her body, it's not a healthy body to carry a baby. I mean, she better be careful, because things like that could go many different ways. All right, you need to be really healthy looking. All right, when you look at her shoulder, it's like crunched up. Her body is very it's skinny, but not in a healthy skinny way. I've talked about it in one of my videos, but she better be careful if this is the next step she thinks she's gonna do to avoid backlash. So people could say, oh, she's pregnant and all of that, and then they don't want, on top of that, isn't the Will's grandfather said something about too many people in this earth. There should be some sort of moderation and population or something like that. I don't know exactly how it goes. So all of this, so he better be careful not to have a fourth and to have more backlash. And look at that, they're letting the pandemic killing so many people. So, but anyway, she gave birth to a male heir plus 2 more. She's cemented. Okay, I think to mirror the queens and PP. What is it? Prince Philip, and to get out of work for another year, plus stretch out the timeline of having young kids. This is the worst. Oh, I'm telling the royals kind of way is like a repetition. Okay, like Anne says, they don't need to change. So we know the pattern of their things. Okay, that's what's going on here. Sorry, but in order to get pregnant, one has to be in a certain age, not according to years only, but also by state of physiology. Okay, how old is she? I think yesterday, when I was reading one of the things, I think it was 39, and I was like, wow, she's already 39. What? Is Kate 39? I'll look it up again. Megan is older than her, so what will you be saying? I mean, she, what is it? Why will I say that? She already have kids, okay? 3 kids, okay? There's no reason for her to continue to have, especially in her visual aspect, the way she looks right now. The body's not healthy, all right? But at the same time, Megan only has one. Okay, so it's okay for Megan to have another one, in my humble opinion. But if they're almost the same age, I could see where what she's saying here. Megan is older than her, so what will you be saying? All right, let's see. There's a comment here. Yes, I try to express in my original comment that not only chronological but also sociological age. Some give birth while close to 50, to others difficult than close to 40. That is true. Okay, that's why most people it's more healthier to give for women. Okay, to give birth in their early 30s, late 20s, early 30s. All right, so that way they don't go through all of those obstacles and all of that. Okay, I mean, we just don't know, but based on science, it tells you the older you are for women, the harder it is to get pregnant. So the earlier is just, get your eggs, it's fresh and everything, get that out of the way. But the problem with some things that usually happen is that the couples are young, okay, they don't establish their foundation where you will think they will last, and usually the marriage don't last, and then things happen, they go their separate ways, and then at the end of the day, and guess who suffered? The child. All right, so that's another thing too. And I think that's what Megan, preserve her body. She didn't want this kind of things to go on. Look at it, she was in a marriage. I don't know how the marriage was, or who was, okay, if somebody, but let me stop, because I don't know, because it was not on the thing. But imagine if she had a baby with the previous marriage, this would have been like quadruple whammy for her. But she saw what she had, and then she wasn't ready. All right. Okay, but the lazy mare exhausted now. How will she cope with a fourth spark? Okay, I think it's more of a short-term fix. Okay, she will get sick just enough not to work. Okay, that's the morning sickness that I was talking about. Not sick enough to not go on vacation. I'm telling you, the squad knows the thing. And then have a maternity leave. It's like a year of work. Okay, her pregnancy announcement was on my prediction list for 2020. It's obviously didn't happen then, but I won't be surprised if it happened this year. Okay, she needs to time it right so she gets pregnant. Okay, just as we reach herd immunity due to vaccination to maximize her time off. Okay, was this today? No. Okay, that sounds like someone really will want her to do. The queen, on the other hand, might have a different idea about that, since she had 4 kids and continued to work. Okay, I didn't see it that way. And you better be careful, because you don't know how those kids are gonna end up to be. Look at Andy. All right. But anyway, I've been saying this since Louis was born, not to get out of work, but to complete the cosplay of the queen. Okay, but that will mean more exhausting parenting. Okay, that's true. Okay, they will catch hell giving bald ego told African to stop. Okay, the British commenters ain't lied. All right, so each time I say I'm done, okay, she dropping hints. First, the UK media reported the new dog as new addition to the family, when could have simply said they got a dog. Okay, now she's exhausted. Next update will be she's doing less Zoom calls due to morning sickness. There it is. And if you're exhausted, I've said that in some of my videos, my kids want a dog. All right, and I said one of the things, I have several reasons for not getting the dog. I live in an apartment complex. Okay, not enough room for the dog to run. And then if I have to go once the dog is here, okay, I'm gonna be the one to get up and go walk the dog and pick up poops and all of that. And so many issues. I have enough with my kids, okay? I don't want an additional thing. But if I had like a house, yard and everything, maybe I'll consider it. But being in an apartment, nah. Okay, that's the one I just read. I think they will do this, but it's gonna be some type of obdi, baby with a large age difference. Okay. Alright, so this page. The way I see this, while all this chaotic thing is going around, Kate, she's exhausted and all of that, and she's like, mood. That's supposed to be Archie, okay? There's the baby, and that's supposed to be her. Paige, at this point, I don't think we're seeing them till August. Okay? Oh, there it is. Okay, same here. I thought something was going to drop today. So they're just eating it like, what? Ha. Alright, next tweet. Sussex, Jamaica. Okay, one of my subscribers. Hey, okay, me every time Karen Middleton racist deranged royal fans come at me on my timeline to talk shit about Meghan Markle. Okay, me when someone tells me they don't like Beyonce. Get off my face. That's kind of funny, I gotta say. Next time, just tag me and we can handle them together. That's what was going on. Sis, you have him running and blocking. Because they black them so frequently, so they can't really comment to drag them. Okay, next tweet. Okay, laughing my ass off. The royal family and their musty staff hate Meghan because she has a work ethic. Okay, before a hardworking woman joined the institution, they got away with being applauded for doing little, and everyone thought that's how it's supposed to be. Cut ribbons and have nice hair, smile, and that's it. Meghan came with her work ethic, and people noticed the difference. All right, so let's listen. 1 minute and 19 seconds.
Being a part of this family and the platform that comes with that is an incredible responsibility that I take really seriously.
I think the way Meghan tried to work in the palace didn't fit in with how other members of the royal family worked. I know aides who have one meeting a month with their principals. Harry and Meghan were popping in and out of the office almost every day for briefings and updates.
I think they felt that she'd come in and, kind of be a sleepy little royal. But Meghan was like, no, I need to know the people, the places, I'm going to talk to people, I need to know nationalities, I need to know languages.
There have been reports that she comes to meetings with tons of questions and binders, that she does the work ahead of time.
She's aggressively emailing her staff at 6 in the morning. She couldn't do anything right.
Now, if every American got in trouble because they sent emails too early in the morning, I'm like, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice. They need to feel empowered to use it. And people need to be encouraged to listen.
Suddenly, Meghan's charm, that was her hard work and her perseverance, was being turned into a problem for the royal family.
I cannot believe it's 2020 and we're still faulting women for being ambitious.
Now an absolutely wonderful queen in waiting.
She was incubated into being a princess. She's learned never say anything, always smile, always have lovely hair.
So this is what Meghan was dealing with. Meghan came in and just crashed their nonsense out of the way. Okay, I mean, they were already exhausted with their once a month meeting, and Meghan came thinking that you need to work every day in order to achieve anything. What was she thinking? Okay, the fact is, not only are the principals protected from doing any real work, so are their advisors. Okay, the others were pissed because their lazy asses finally had to work. Okay, there's one comment here. Oh, maybe it's that. Okay, Meghan was to advance for that old institution. America is a right-to-work country with self-employed opportunities, startup companies, entrepreneurs, not ribbon cutting. That's the life for robots. That's true. And I've said this before. If these people were smart, okay, if Harry's brother was smart, all he had to do is shut his mouth or cater pretty much in the back end where me and you will not see, is cater to the brother. What do you want to do? Okay, let me make sure that happens to you. Just make sure at the end of the day, slap my name on the thing and let me go cut the ribbon. That's all. And I think Harry and Meghan was willing to do that. Their main foundation focus were the people they were helping, and that was it. But instead, they listened to those backstabbers who backstabbed Meghan, okay, to help him backstab Meghan and divide them, and then to get what he wants. Okay, he's gonna learn the hard way. All right, so that's that one. Next tweet. Okay, her side profile. Okay, I'm telling you, yesterday the squads, while they were dragging Kate for being exhausted, all they were doing is just talking about it and showing Meghan kind of hardworking and all of this. All right, you're telling she's exhausted. Look what Meghan been doing. Okay, my princess. Okay, when they don't have anything to do, they just pick a picture and just throw it out there. All right, like this one, my princess, her side profile. All right, let's see, next tweet. Okay, look at that. A study with actual result and ideas for solutions. So proud of Harry. So that's with the I'll come back to that. Okay, Kate Middleton is exhausted again. So this probably will be the last one for the Kate kind of thing, and then I'll go back to the other tweet. Okay, Kate Middleton is exhausted again. Okay, 1 of 3. Let's see here. So that's Chris Chip. Kate admits that at homeschooling and lockdown has left her exhausted. There's the sleepy eye. She was speaking to other parents of primary school children about the pressure and mental health challenges, and she admits to cutting George, Charlotte's, and Louis' hair. Okay. My husband cut the kids' hair. Okay, Kate Middleton said lockdown has left her exhausted and juggling work, home, and school life, and video call with parents to discuss homeschooling during COVID-19, adding her children are horrified at her becoming their hairdresser. Okay. Okay, let me just read. Okay. Oh, go away, you silly mare. Is she for real? Such a privileged POS, that about sums it up. I don't want to say what it is, okay? I know what the abbreviation is. Yes, going to food bank through underpass with goodies shanked up, up and don't help. Having bailiffs come around and then getting the power turned off don't help. Regarding her painful hernia, just have to wait. Poor woman. Okay, the commuters who get up at 5 a.m. to crowd into the metro do not know how lucky they are. Is she aware of what she is saying? I'm telling you, they don't think before they speak. Or you self-serving tool. Alright. Sorry, but I think this interview was ill-advised. Firstly, Kate has help. Secondly, she's not short of money. Those are the 2 things many are suffering. Okay? Ribbon cutting is very hard job. Is it? Go get a job first. Okay? Cry me a river, Felicia. I roll perspective. Alright, let's see what some of the... Oh, there's more. Karen Middleton is exhausted. 2 of 3. Alright, what is this here? If Meghan Markle had said this, the comment section would be on fire. The comment section is on fire. Exhausted, OMG. Talk about complaining. Ask poor people who have no job or any money. Freeloaders, okay? She's never had to work for a living because her parents and in-laws are loaded, so she's not exactly one of us. Okay, far too skinny, and the eyes often look upset constantly with the fake smile. Okay, I'm just reading what's there. She lost me after juggling work. Okay, work. Okay, the we are so like you PR is overkill at the moment. Be careful, royal family. Your income, the British taxpayer, is getting tired of it. Okay, there it is. There's another one that's popping up here. Help them to be like you by just going forward. And the monarchy. Ha! Okay, there's another one. It says a girl living in a palace. How insulting and patronizing. Okay, the more I read her comments, the more I laughed. She is equating herself to ordinary mothers who do not have nannies, cooks, and butlers. These royals are totally detached from real life. Okay, when comments in the Daily Mail or the this negative. Oh, so this was from the Daily Mail. Okay. I was wondering which platform. It looks very strange from different things. Alright, so that's from Daily Mail. When comments in the Daily Mail are this negative, you know that royal family's popularity has plummeted. Okay, PR like this worked 20 years ago, but not now. It's an insult to our intelligence. Okay? there it is. There's another one. There's another warning. I've seen this miles away, years ago. Okay, maybe a couple months ago. All right, Kate has put her foot in now. Witness her popularity plummeted. Meghan's star is rising again after her powerful speeches of late. I think the American princess will ultimately be a better queen. So let's hope that's happened. Okay, she's such a dumbass. You see how she write it so they don't block her or remove it? She put space into it. She's such a dumbass. All right, let's see. There's more. Karen Middleton is exhausted again. And by the way, I hope I come across that tweet. There's a tweet that I come across where they say, oh, it was on my last video, that's what it was, where they said this person in 2015 gave a prediction when things go wrong, where Kate is going to run to the mother and stuff like that. So this is where it said Karen Middleton is exhausted again. Okay, but Kate Middleton, let's see here. I'm sure she wiped her own buns, her own bum. I hope so. And I doubt she has everything from education to housekeeping to checking if they have enough money to last until next payday. Okay? All this work, and then she had to get the dinner, iron William's shirt, and then wash the children's clothes. I'm exhausted just thinking about it. It's a lot of work. All right? But she has help to do all of this. So what is she talking about being exhausted? You know what's funny as I'm reading this? I don't know what the entire thing that she said in that Zoom meeting. I don't know. But among everything she said, the population around the globe just took the word exhausted out. I don't know what else she said, but the word exhausted is the only thing they got. And then the narrative just went on there. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't know why they insist on these patronizing zoomings, okay, with the plebs. It is always embarrassing for both sides. The patronize and the tough pretend to care. All I'm thinking is all of those charities that Harry and Meghan have helped or part of, okay, they're sustaining themselves. They like on their own thing. Oh, okay, next, it's not the next week, more of the comment that she shared. Open your eyes. Can you not see how she is clearly acting here? Oh, she is so humble, so affected by lockdown, housewife, kids. Oh dear, we all feel sorry for you. But the thing is that sometimes when you start talking with people, you get really comfortable and you let your guard down. And I think that's what happened with her. Her guard went out of the window, and maybe the way the people are talking to her, and all of a sudden the true things start coming out. Okay? And then that's when you get that exhausted thing. And many people may not believe it. And I think that's what happened. She let her guard down. When in fact, if she was acting, she should stick to her script. Okay? Maybe, away from camera, put a bullet points of things to talk about and make sure you hit all of them while you're talking. But she went off script. That's probably what it is. And if there's one video I did, that was like in the summer. What was it? That's Meghan interviewing that lady who was from her school. I think it was Time 100 kind of thing. I forgot the name of that thing. In that video I said, okay, and that's where one of the another Meghan hating video link was dropped on my comment section, and I thought it was a squatty, and another squatty I tried to, I guess, supporting, right? And I went to look at the video and it was just bashing Meghan, and then I made another video and saying how stupid that person is. I was starting to get the hang of her, YouTube really works. So in that video I said, this is the point I bring this up, I said I will not want Meghan to interview me. The reason is that the way that conversation went between that person, I forgot her name, okay, Meghan made her feel so comfortable, and the questions were popping out within a conversational kind of thing. Not like after you finish one question and say, how are you feeling? And then you go to the next question. Did your house happen? Or, I don't know, I'm just throwing things out. Or did your husband did this? Is it true you did? No. It went to a smooth conversation where you will be so freaking relaxed. You will spill the beans that you didn't even plan on spilling, and then after you spill the beans, that's when you're gonna come out of your hypnotism and say, what the hell, why did I mention this to her and this and that? And this is why I said, not that Megan is a bad interviewer. She wasn't bad at all. She was perfect. It's almost like, let's say you are, a police is interrogating you, okay? Because they want to know if you did certain things. All right, they make you feel comfortable, so you could, they're your friend. Do you need water? And make you feel comfortable, like they're not gonna arrest you, kind of thing. And then, bam, within that smooth conversation, you're spilling the beans without even knowing. This is what I got from that interview. If you guys I did a review of that. This is what I said in that video, because Megan, she was so good at it. She will pretty much make you say things you didn't even want to say, and that's what I got out of this. Okay, so why did I bring this up here? Okay, she went off script or something like that. She has staff people to care of her ground and grocery buying. She also doesn't even have to worry about money. It is out of touch for her to even make that statement to the general public. She's okay, she on a self-destructing button too. Okay, hey, she's bringing it up on herself. Look, they wanted the spotlight. Okay, she asked it. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that broken record here. You need food, you need water. Too much of all of this could kill you. She wanted the spotlight. Every time she comes to the spotlight, she just kicking herself in the booty. Okay, God, let's hope so, and take Baldy with her. Okay, that's pretty much the end of the monarchy here. All right, so that's what's going on here. Those GIF, that's the squad. It's like, okay. Okay, it's not even the squad who's doing the how do you call it, the drag down. Okay, these comments come from, I know for sure the squad will not click on Daily Fail articles. Okay, they're not gonna give them that click. Okay, so these have to be those monarchies those tweets, whatever, those comments that she said. These had to be those monarchies who read the Daily Mail and all of that. All right, so they're the one who's doing the comments here. And then there's the squads. Okay, oh, speak, I have my popcorn. That GIF is so perfect. Keep on. Keep going. I'm telling you, this is funny. Alright, so that was the last thing that I bookmarked. Let me see something else here. Alright, so there's more to the same subject. I'm trying to keep them together. Sympathize, not empathize, okay, is something that is hard to do, but can be learned with practice. Alright, I mean, the minute you were born, you have to be trained. Okay, what is nature versus nurture? Okay, there are things that you're born with and things like that cannot be changed, but you could always, due to nurturing, you could change people, kind of thing. Okay, so that's what they're saying here. All right, if she comes into the royal family and not knowing certain things, but I'm gonna come back to that tweet, but thinking about it though, for someone who grew up outside of the palace wall, okay, should have known all of this. Should have known how hard it is for people to put food on the table and all of this. But then again, there's my counterpunch here. Her parents probably, allegedly, were training her to be a royal, but they failed to teach her reality that they were facing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sure they had real job, they were doing things and stuff like that. Whatever that thing that they got, that party company that they had. Okay, it's hard to maintain a company. Okay, if you really want, they failed to let her in their reality. Look at this, I'm having problem paying this bill or something like that. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing things out here. To hold a company, there's some obstacles that usually arise. Okay, you didn't let her in it, but I could understand she was young also. Maybe that would not be her problem, but at least when she get older, introduce her to some of these things. Okay, So they failed to let her acknowledge the real world that she was in. You could still live your regular life and still be trained for something else. Okay, so what I think they did with her is that, my humble opinion, is that they really want her to be like the royals, so they focus her only to be such a duchess or royal, whatever it is, and then by the time she's there, I mean, that's her true self right there. She doesn't recognize the hardship people are facing when she should have known. Okay, because they always look down those on people due to the social class kind of thing. It was the it thing if you are in this particular level of classism kind of thing. So, you know, Diana, who was up there in one of the tweets that I read, Diana, who was up there, okay, understood the hardship people were facing, the real life people who, when she gave birth to her boys, who she knows is gonna be next in line to the throne. Okay, so if you're gonna be in that high position, learn this. This is how real people live. Okay, at least when you're in that position. Right now, it would have helped perfectly if he was listening to what Princess Diana was teaching him. This is the time where Diana's teaching would have come into play. All right, the government is not feeding the people. Where do you step in? Okay, let's give the people food. Let's make sure the food banks. Okay, you don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay, support those food bank. Make sure they always stocked up to give people. And there's a tweet that I came across with Omid. I hope I come across it. Is that those students, I guess exchange student maybe, or kids from other countries who went to the UK to study and stuff like that, they stuck. All right, some of them have to stay in a one room, a whole bunch of them, when it's pretty much against protocol because they don't have money, they don't have food and stuff like that. Okay, I hope I come across it. So all of this is where the spotlight would have been perfect for them, but nope, they let the spotlight go. All right, how will I usually call it? A missed opportunity. That's a missed opportunity here. All right, let's see, that it's a thread. Okay, I often said on Tumblr that the Cambridges' desire to be relatable while maintaining the trapping of royal life will lead to trouble. You can be a normal family of 5, or you can be senior royal. You can be both. Okay, when being criticized in the press, what's UWU? Okay, I don't know what that is. We are just a normal family. Please be nice. During normal times, we are senior royals and we demand difference. Okay, all right, so that's that. What else here? Let's keep all those together here. Okay, never has anyone so thoroughly failed to read a room as the sobbing Cambridge during this pandemic. Okay, ITV News. All right, so she retweeted that. This is what I mean when certain things are being retweeted. The Duchess of Cambridge has admitted that she finds parenting during the lockdown exhausted and says she feels like she's always being pulled in different direction. You don't know what Meghan was feeling, okay? If maybe they stay off the internet like Meghan and Harry do, all right, they won't even notice all of this if they just focusing on their work. Okay, this is what they're doing, and I believe them. They're not on social media, because these people, if they're doing all of this, those PR things and stuff like that, that's because they're paying attention to social media, what's going on in there. So if you were really busy, okay, you will have end result like Harry and Meghan are having. Okay, what that same Friday yesterday, Harry come with that travel list kind of thing. All right, and I hope I have time to make it on the next video. All right, I'm seeing Miss Kobe thing here. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, that's not it. I'll go on his thing to see the thing that I was talking about those college kids. Okay, those exchange kids I just mentioned. But let me finish with this. Okay, so this is a thread. Okay, quote, I think, okay, so, okay, I thought, okay, never mind. All right, I think I personally feel pulled in so many different directions. You try to do your best at everything, but at the end of the day, I do feel exhausted. End quote. All right, I mean, imagine being on Meghan's shoes. Why do you think Meghan left? Okay, Okay, Megan have quadruple million times harder than her. Okay, the Duchess of Cambridge share lockdown parenting experience with fellow parents at the parents on a video call. So this is it. Okay, let's listen to it. Okay.
Exhausting, patience, and challenging. Okay, what do we feel about this exhausting? What is it that's exhausting?
I think, as parents, you've got the sort of the day-to-day elements of being a parent. But I suppose during lockdown, we've had to take on additional roles that perhaps others around us in our communities or in our lives would have perhaps supported us and helped us with. So, I've become a hairdresser this lockdown, much to my children's horror, seeing mum cutting hair. We've had to become, teacher, and I think I personally, feel pulled in so many different directions, and you try and do the best at everything. But at the end of the day, I do feel exhausted.
Yes, yeah. Hectic, exhausting.
Okay, so now I hear it from her. Okay, nannies, okay, personal assistants, secretaries, cooks, butlers, and servant on call 24/7. Yes, must be hard. How difficult it must be, right? Alright, what a lot of absolute toss. What a hard life she has dealing with nannies, servant, cook, dressers, the lot. Get rid of that lot of of the sponges. Okay, what is that? Yeah, right. Is this supposed to help? Let's see here. Emily Andrews. Okay, Kate comes across as relatable and thoughtful, and she's doing homeschool. But make no mistake, she has plenty of staff there, including a nanny, housekeepers to clean and cook, gardeners, PPOs to run errands, office staff to organize her work, another mention for an office or escape the kids. Okay, I read this, but it was there. Alright, let's see here. Why she is complaining. She lives rent and mortgage free, get welfare benefit, doesn't have to worry about bills payment, has a load of staff, doesn't worry about school fees, has people to tell her what to say and do. She is such a whiny, do nothing, wasting people's time. It's like, shut up. Look at the GIF. Okay, this woman never worked one day in her life. She has housekeeper and nannies, and she find parenting exhausted. Alright, just think how exhausted the NHS. Okay, I read this. So these were some of the things probably branch out, but this is the original tweet. Alright, let me read this to make sure. Okay, just think how exhausted the NHS staff must be, especially those with young children and no help at home. Okay, this doesn't make all other people's feeling invalid. As an NHS worker myself, yes, I'm exhausted, but it doesn't mean other people's lives aren't hectic either. Alright, this article is equivalent of walking into ICU ward and saying, quote, we all suffering. I stubbed my toe really badly and it hurts like hell, end quote. Alright, so pretty much it's the same kind of thing that's going on. Alright, so it's just really a bad PR. Oh, this one has proof. Okay, this is what, okay, so has she been following or something? Look at this, there's nanny here. Oh my god, 3 of them. Are you kidding me? Okay, I don't know who each one of. Okay, definitely she must be a nanny the way she's holding. Who is that? That's the first one, I think. Alright, let's see here. Yep, that's the nanny. Okay, there's proof. This is exhausting. Okay. There it is. I'm telling you, the squad or something. Luckily, I scrolled through. Oh, what is this? My heart bleeds. What the hell is this? That's GIF. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking to see if they have receipt. Okay. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot. There's more. You see? Let's see.
T-side.
Okay. Okay, that explains her nervous anxiety, fingers ticking, and the last video. The poor woman has never worked a full-time job in her life, and because of COVID, she had to take on the role of full-time mom with nannies, cooks, maid, chauffeur, gardener, personal assistant, etc. She's exhausted. Let's see here.
Hello to everyone at NHS Tayside. We want to say a huge thank you for all of the work you're doing and the sacrifices you're making. Hello to everyone at NHS
Okay,
Tayside.
it was just 9 seconds. But her hand is fidgeting. Let's see here. Okay, months ago her leg was shaking and she was on the verge of tears, but her fans are focused on bullying and putting down Megan instead of being concerned with Kate's health and well-being. This is not normal. Okay, fidgeting. Let's see here. I'll tell you the squad or something. Eager to burn off as many calories as possible, many women with anorexia seem to exercise almost continuously, often to the point of exhaustion, and to have trouble sitting still. When seated, they often fidget or tap their feet. Interesting. See, it's one of those things when I think yesterday video I was saying the reason I pretty much made sure to I stopped going to the gym is that this kind of thing can be very how would I say that, can be very not only demanding but obsessed. That's the word, obsessed. When you start working out and things like that, if you take it very seriously, you're gonna start looking at every part of your body and you're gonna say this is not right, this, and then you're working out crazy. I believe this. Okay, so I mean, I wasn't in that point of doing to that capacity, but I've seen people who've done that. So when I realized I cannot do the type of exercise that I really want to do, I just shut it down on my mind and then just be ready when I'm capable of doing it the way I want to do it. So there's another one here. Is that the same one? 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Let's see here. Wow. Okay. Don't you mean her nanny? Okay. 3 nannies, a cook, housekeepers, drivers, personal protection officers, private secretary, other admin staff, poor foxing Katie Karen Cambridge the Great. Okay. Imagine how the average working woman feels. Hey Katie. Okay. Tone deaf, COVID-19, woes conjures. That's her hashtag. Alright. So this is omit. I'm gonna go and omit thing to see if I could find that there it is. Perfect. This is the thing that he said. Okay, about the school kids or something like that. Okay, heartbreaking and a reminder to support your local food bank if you are able to. Okay, this is Halle Barlow. Tonight, shocking Channel 4 news report reveal how hundreds of overseas students have become destitute in the UK during lockdown and turned to food banks in desperation. Okay, one food bank in East London cater exclusively for 1,700 international students a week who care for hours. All right. Report by whatever this person is. Who is that? Okay, reporter, Channel 4, Instagram. Okay, produced by. Okay. Who is that also? Freelance producer, Channel 4. Alright, and filmed by, okay, whatever. Reveal international student visas don't give them access to government help, and lockdown means there's no part-time work available for them to support themselves. Alright, so it's like their parents will have to keep on sending money. Alright, electronically. And that's gonna cost a lot too, with fees for doing all of that. Alright, Ben arrived from India to study in the UK in March, shared room with one student in Bedfordshire, but when COVID hit, moved to house in East London with 14 students. Wow, this is what I was saying. Okay, I read some of these already, but not the comments. Okay, cramped and accommodation means only way they can afford the rent is by sharing beds. Oh my God, with as many as 3 other students. Wow, they really have to be very careful. Okay, and this picture here. Pandemic has meant that instead of a lecture hall, these cramped rooms are where they learn. Okay. Ben tell, okay, this person, quote, we had lots of hopes and dreams when coming here to change our lives for the better. It is much different to what we picture than when we got our visa in our hands. Okay, Newham Community Project Food Bank organizer Elias Ismail, quote, no doubt about it, this should be responsibility of universities. They're charging huge amount of monies. It's not costing them much, okay? They should be responsible. They should be giving out vouchers to free accommodation. Yesterday in my video, I said something about some of you, if you're not watching the screen, you may not see it. I said something about when I was, bragging about my kids and stuff like that. And I said if they choose to go to college and stuff like that. What did I say? I forgot the exact wording. And I said something about them going to some universities or something, college or whatever. And I think on the screen I put if they decided to. Okay, if they decide to go to college or universities. The reason I said that, remember, not everybody is made to go to college. People make it seem like university is a must. Okay, university is not a must. University is a way. Let's say the field that you decided. Okay, this is my humble opinion. The field that you decided to go into require further studying. Let's say you want to be a doctor. Okay, if you've not been in the doctor, who's gonna go to you for you to cut them and do surgery? All right, so you have to go to college for that. Okay, if you want to be an architect or something like that, you have to go to college for that to understand the composite, how buildings stand up and what makes them fall and all of this. There are books about these things. Okay, what makes a building stand up, what makes a building fall down, and the connection of things. So you need to understand of that, because there have been many people before you who have studied these kind of things through failure of other things. You understand what I mean? So you need to go to school for that. But if you already know what you want to do, okay, you have the skill for it, you're doing good about it. Let's say some high school, okay, used to teach mechanics. Okay, people think this is bad kind of work, kind of thing. It's nasty work. People hold their nose on you, but it's work. Okay, this is something that will make you money. Maybe the type of mechanics that they will be having now is not the same as back then. Maybe they will need to go to school for that, because now cars that they have is more high tech kind of thing. Maybe you will need to go to school for that. But there are other things. You could be I don't know, whatever skills or things that you already have that you can make money off of it, that doesn't require additional schooling. Okay, yes, to have. I'm not saying you should not go to school. I'm not saying universities or anything like that is bad. This is not what I'm saying. But some people think it's a must when it's not a must. You have to have a skill to survive and make money. If you already have the skills to make money, okay, why go to university? Okay, university is not cheap. You see a lot of people bankrupt because they can't finish pay their university, things like that. That's what I'm saying. If, for instance, I've been telling you guys, my kids love coding. If at this age they already know the basic and stuff like that, they want to continue further, and I don't mind it. But if they're already in their mind, they already know what to do. Let's say for gaming, for instance, they know how to create gaming, do to coding and all of that. Guess what? They don't really need to go to school, because they're making a living off of that if they're enjoying it. Okay, work should be something you enjoy, not to be struggling every morning to go to work. All right, so if they enjoy doing coding and then they're making something out of it, they have to have an end product of it, not just sitting behind a computer do nothing, but there's an end product of it where the people will want to buy it or something like that. Okay, so that's money they're creating. All right, so far my kids already know some of the coding, and my oldest, I think they're teaching him not Scratch. Scratch is more like for my youngest here. It's more like technical, really coding kind of thing, CS something and all of that. He's telling me they're teaching him, so by all means. So yeah, and he used to be upset, okay, when he used to go in-person schooling, because I think it was one of those classes that he takes, but the kids were not listening, and the teacher never really get a chance to teach that particular thing. When I go pick him up, he's upset because I told him how important it is. Okay? As a parent, I told him what he can do with that ability. Okay? I don't know coding. I don't. Okay? But seeing how they are, I told them the importance of coding. So when he goes to school, when the teacher said he's going to teach about coding and he didn't teach that because other kids were not listening, he come home very upset. And this is why I was going to put him on a area. You have to listen to some of my old videos because I've mentioned some of these before. In my area, they had a coding thing. You know, you pay several $100s for a couple hours for them to teach them coding. I was gonna put him in that because when he's in school, he wanted to learn it. The teacher never get a chance to do it. Okay, but my area is so quiet. Okay, so all of the downtown people, the high rise, you know, and things like that, away from it, they don't know this place exists. So by the time I was gonna sign him up, they had already closed or they moved someplace else or something like that. Okay, so now they're teaching it online, and I feel a bit much better because sometimes he'll be telling me the things he's learning. And I told him what he needs to do is to have a notebook to write those codes in, because usually you'll get it at the moment, but couple days later or weeks later, even months, if you haven't practicing it, you're gonna forget the code. I told him to write those codings, whatever code they taught him that particular day, to write it on a notebook or create a folder on Google to put those information there. Okay, so these are the things. That's what I got from this here. Okay, so universities and colleges, even President Obama was saying about community colleges. All right, if you go to accredited community college, okay, it's not as expensive as those top universities. And for some people, I may have mentioned it. If, for instance, you want to be something or whatever it may be, and let's say you get accepted to whatever universities or something, before you start the university thing, I will definitely suggest you do the basic requirements, okay, before you get into your program, because they always, when you do your placement exam, there's classes that you need to take and stuff like that before you get into your program. So those prerequisite, okay, that's what they call them, prerequisite, do them at a cheaper college. Okay, find the whatever they call that class, okay, at the community college, the equivalent of it to that university. That way, when you finish, take those prerequisites at a cheaper place. Okay, then when you go to that university, have those how do you call this? Those classes transfer over there. They have the call okay, transfer those credits. That's it. Those credits to the other school. That way, you just go straight to the program, and then you start paying the big bucks here. Okay, those communities, those other colleges and stuff like that, they're much cheaper than the university. Okay, per credit is a couple $1,000s. Okay, but if you take it at the community college or other smaller school, as long, you have to be very careful with that, is make sure the description of those classes are the same. Okay, they could have different name, but make sure the description of it are the same from that university. Okay, there's a hint for you here to save you some money before you go to your university. Okay, I didn't go to top university. I didn't need to go. I did mine at City College. All right, City College is where is it? Poor people university. Okay, all right. So that's that. And I was reading the OMID thing with those colleges students. Okay, who were having problem during the COVID here. Okay, the Nottingham Community Project Food Bank serves students from 15 different universities. Okay, the universities point out that they have hardship funds, but many of these students have never heard of them and don't know how to access it. You see? You see? They're letting it be known. Okay, Ben, we don't want our parents to know that we came here just to suffer. All right, okay, he has, okay, so let's hear it.
Financially, we could not support ourselves, so it was really hard for us to put food on a plate for a while. We had to...
Oh, it's continue. Why this thing's up?
We had to ration ourselves.
You had to ration yourselves?
Yeah, that's so scenes were really tough. Funds that we get from back home can only support us for some time. Yeah, we've had a lot of hopes and dreams while coming here, to change our lives for the better. That's why we took the opportunity here to come here. New place, new culture, everything's new. It was much different than what we had pictured when we got our visa in our hands.
Do you tell your parents about the situation here? Or
Obviously, not every detail, because they're going to worry. They don't want to know that we came here just to suffer.
All right. So this is why sometimes when I said, when I come across some charities in the UK, and some of you say you're not going to send money over there to support those charities, but those charities are actually doing what the government should have been doing. So there's these are people without the mics, okay, those students and stuff like that. And this is why I always bring those things. Don't shine away. I mean, if you have it, I mean, if your heart is not telling you to do it, so don't do it. Don't force yourself to do it, but don't take it as a form where, because the royals or the people with the mic are discouraging you. Just remember, there's little people in there who don't have the mic and things like that to let us know this is what really going on. Okay, so when I saw that, I on my phone I bookmarked it, but it didn't show up on my computer. I had to go on Omid's thing to see it. All right, tonight Vivian Stern, Director of University UK International, told Jacqueline 4 universities have been able to keep their libraries open. Watch full Channel 4. Okay, it's the good folks at Narham Community Project who are helping out the struggle international student. Give them a follow. Okay, I'm sure they appreciate your support. Okay, if you know other international university students affected by this issue, please DM. Okay, part of this overseas student thing was they should fund their own tuition and subsistence while being allowed to work a few hours a week. If they can't do that, go home. That is the way it works. I mean, you got the freaking pandemic. You got some people have no common sense. Let's see, there's 22 comment here. Brilliant. The universities can refund the fees without any long stories and let them go home. It's really not that hard. Okay, they want to keep their money, but they don't want to help them. Okay, international students bring over 26 billion pounds for our economy. Where do you think these universities will find that money to refund to them? Okay, how did I just know that the first comment I will see will be some utterly heartless. There it is, nonsense devoid of compassion or even much logic. I take people studying to better themselves, even in this condition, over the finger wages any day. Finger wages. Okay, after paying fees and immigration health surcharge, are you refunding those? Okay, they all need to show they have enough money to cover everything for entire duration of their study for their visa application. That's part of the requirement. But did they freaking know that pandemic was there? Okay, there's 3 comments on this. These are the heartless here. Okay, evident of financial requirement is for maximum period of 9 months. You don't know that yearly means you have to have other source of income. Example, work 20 hours per week max. Okay, how long has the pandemic lasted? How many international students are on a 9-month program? Okay, there is no requirement to show evidence of fund to cover everything. That in itself will be crazy criterion, meaning if you on a 4-year program, you have to show cash that will take you through these years. How many British people can survive this if they study abroad? Okay, yes, they will have work probably in a bar or restaurant or hang on. Okay, so the parents will be sending them money and stuff like that, and at the same time they probably, like Megan did, work study and stuff like. Okay, I don't know how the UK thing work here. Okay, these are some of the heartless people sometimes talk about. Did, especially with the pandemic, everything is hard for them. Even those who born in the UK is having issues. Why do you expect these people who's from another country? Okay, I mean, these people are ridiculous. All right, so that was that. I'm not gonna continue. So that was the thing I was talking about. Government, do not leave your home unless necessary. Influence, okay. I spoke about that thing he posted the other day where a company I think is protein company or something like that, fly some influencers out of somewhere. Is it St. Bart? And then whatever. But that was it. Let me see what's this about. If it's music, I'm gonna mute it.
Shopping, clubbing, nightlife, food, hanging out, shopping, clubbing.
Okay, yeah, government, do not leave your house unless necessary. Influences, this is it. Shopping, doing all of this. Alright, so that was Omid. Alright, let's give a shout out. Oh my god. People, I am so ashamed. I cannot really read the book during the day. If I do, I'm knocked out on the couch. Okay, I was supposed to be doing a review of Finding Freedom. Okay, I think when we start going camping again, that's when I'll be doing it. All right. So, what did he say about it? So awesome to see Finding Freedom released in Poland this week become a national bestseller. Thank you to everyone who pre-ordered and for the beautiful flat lays. Okay, all over Instagram. So much fun seeing everyone with their copies. Okay, so these are people who have their Finding Freedom. They're gonna finish it before me, and I've had it for almost 6 months now. All right, so what else? Okay, so right now I just pretty much cover the Kate the Great thing. All right, let's see if I could cover. I have like, you know what, maybe I should just stop and start a new video for the travelers thing for Harry. All right, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share.